Draw bond line structure for vitamin A. This is Milo, your favorite chemistry tutor, with another chemistry video. A bond line structure is an easier way to draw organic molecules, and basically in this way we do not show carbons and hydrogens, but they're assumed. Let me show you how. So for example, if we have CH3, CH2, and another CH3, how do we draw bond line structure for it? And we do it through a zigzag like this. 1, 2. End of a line and two lines coming together implies that there is a carbon there, and hydrogens are not shown but are implied. So if this is my carbon 1, carbon 2, and carbon 3, I have carbon 1 here, carbon 2 here, carbon 3 here. Carbon 1 has one bond, and every carbon wants to have 4 bonds, so that means it has 3 hydrogens that are not shown, but it is assumed that they're there. Carbon 2 has 2 hydrogens that are not shown but assumed to be there. Carbon 3 has 3 hydrogens that are assumed to be there. Now let's look at a more complicated molecule. I will begin going from left to right, and I will draw my bond line structure. Again, we will not show hydrogens, and carbons will be either end of lines or 2 lines coming together. First, I begin by seeing that there is a hexagon here. This is cyclohexene. How do we draw that? We go like this. And if you want, it may be useful to number carbons. So for example, let's say I number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops, I accidentally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And I will do the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I see that I have a double bond between 6 and 1, so I'm going to show a double bond. Now, carbon 5 has 2 more carbons attached to it, 2 methyl groups. So I go 1, 2. Remember, end of the line is a carbon, so this is my methyl group. This is another methyl group. Carbon 1 has a methyl group. I'm going to show it. Carbon 6. Now let's continue with this chain. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. So from 6 I have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Now I just have to see. First, we will start with double bonds. I have to see where to put my double bonds. 7 to 8 is a double bond. 9 to 10 is a double bond. 11 to 12 is a double bond. 13 to 15 is a double bond also. Now that I'm done with my double bonds, let's see if I missed any carbons or any other groups. Carbon 9 has a methyl coming off of it, so I'm going to draw methyl carbon coming off of it. Carbon 13 also has one methyl coming off of carbon 13. Carbon 15 has an OH group, so I'm going to draw an OH group. And I think I'm done. I would double check 2 methyl groups here, a ring, 1 methyl group here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 double bonds, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And going through carbon by carbon, I have checked, and this must be my bond line structure for vitamin A. Again, the carbons here, anytime I see end of the line or 2 lines coming together, that's a carbon. And hydrogens, hydrogens that are attached to carbons, I do not have to show. This is Milo. If you have any questions for me, let me know. Are you working on something interesting in your chemistry class? Are you struggling with a topic? Let me know.